Hello, Taurus. Oh, let's turn this up a little bit. Let's get a little brighter. Oh, that was fine. Anyway, hello, Taurus. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. Thank you for being here, part of the Anima Moon Die and these stories that are coming through. For all Taurus placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, in whatever house you feel you need some attention from the Taurus energy, wherever your placements are, or if you're watching for a friend. These messages are timeless. They'll come to you when you need them. That said, if it resonates with you, keep it. If it's makes you feel fearful or disempowered in any way, that message is not for you or you're not ready for it. So, no anxiety here. These messages are for your empowerment. That said, whatever toots your... I feel my head is mixing up metaphors, and when I was meditating on the cards, I was feeling like some confusing energy of like, which end is up? You know, what is black? What is white? What is red? What is green? Everything's a little confusing, kind of opposite day. But we'll get into that when we get into this reading. What I'd like to say now is I appreciate everybody's interactions with the channels. With the channel, there's stuff in the description box or on the channel page. Like, shares, subscribes, and comments are always very, very welcome, and I give back to you with my prayers on my altar every month for past, present, and future interactions with the channel. So thank you so much. Because you're here, I can be here. So thank you. But yeah, we're gonna get into this energy because there is like some, excuse me, there's some irritability with it. I'm hiccuping, I'm burping, I can't get my words out right. Something's kerfuffled, as it were. But we can get through this. This card from the Tarot Oracle by Lucas Cowan and Lindsay Cummins came out during the pre-shuffle while I was meditating on your energy. We'll also be using the Crystal Mandala deck by Alana Fairchild, Khalil Gibran's The Prophet Oracle card deck, and then these two decks, the Rider-Waite-Smith 1909 deck, the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, and a wonderful Marseille deck by Claude Burdell from 1751. These are always a treat. So we'll use that to clarify these for the main message, and then we'll get some oracle card messages. So before we get into that, even if you're feeling grumpy and irritable and confused and topsy-turvy and kerfuffled, we're going to take a minute to have some gratitude for whatever, and it could be anything. You know, it could be the blanket you cuddle up with into when you feel out of sorts. It could be your favorite box of crackers. It could be an experience of awesome bliss that you've experienced in the past. Looking out over the city for miles and miles and miles. Whatever first comes to your mind, your body, your heart, your intuition. And that's why we're here. We're going to take deep breaths, y'all. Deep breaths. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. And that's you, you know, God, Goddess, Spirit, Deity, Creator, guides, angels, Anima Moon Die. We're all part of this. If you feel disempowered in any way, I assure you, your power will find you once again. You are not lost. You are where you are. All right. Thank you. These are some beautiful, beautiful drawings. I'll tell you what. I recommend Alana Fairchild's decks just laterally if you like to get into any kind of like ritual, meditation, or prayer through words, because she's kind of creates these wonderful prayer books. And I'll read this one, at least the introduction from the book today. So they're quite wordy and very insightful and awesome. We'll just give you a little slice of the magic. And for Taurus, please, for Taurus's highest good from Khalil Gibran Prophet deck. And this deck includes the entire text of Khalil Gibran's The Prophet and a bunch of illustrations that he created, but I encourage you to go to any bookstore or library, and The Prophet by Khalil Gibran will be there. It is a wonderful book to read and definitely to own if you can. For Taurus, please. Yeah, this one's popping out. Keep that one out. Yeah, there's something going on under the surface with you, my love. Can't quite figure it out. It's okay. It can be a mystery. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there it is. And when I say you can be a mystery, you can be a mystery to yourself. And there's the devil, right? So Earth, Capricorn, fellow Earth sign. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's the Queen of Wands. Who's that? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries in particular. And then the Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. For Taurus, please. And I mean, we have pretty even energy. We don't have swords here, but we have earth, cups, and fire. So, jeez, the devil again. Eh? All right. That's spicy. Page of Swords and Death. Scorpio. And there's the swords. Oh, and just the swords you always wanted to see. Okay, so these are, you know, stories from the past that are piercing our hearts. And I would write it out or speak it out, because that's the only way. These remind me of like a nib pen or a fountain pen, where the ink's just got to flow down to the bottom, or like a quill. You know, the ink's got to flow all the way to the bottom, and the ink is in here in your heart, and just let it all be written out or spoken out. Use language to express what has happened here. Tell yourself new stories. Or tell the old story and then set it on fire. Because your desires need to come out here. And your desires have been coming out in wacky ways. With these immature energies. With words that are not fully formed. And plans that are not fully formed for your well-being here on Earth in this body. You may need to be taking extra care of your body. With the death card, I'm not saying anybody's gonna die, but like the devil is definitely a earth-bound energy, a body energy, and maybe there's something going on with your body that is causing decay, because your plans for self-care have not been mature enough, and you may need to speak to somebody about that, and maybe you're not saying what's really going on and what's really bothering you. Something's bothering you, and I'd love to get some clarification on that devil. Because, you know, often the devil card, I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, there's a lot of ambition, and, you know, there's some hedonism, and that's okay, you know, but this is like too much, and this is like kind of crutch behavior. Tell me more about the devil. Oh, okay. The King of Wands. So we've got a pair here. Is there some sexual frustration, maybe? There's a lot of confusion about what's happening. There needs to be communication. And pages are definitely communication cards. Tell me more about these pages, please. And the King of Cups. Ooh, okay, yeah, so speaking from the page energy and the pentacles and the page energy, and so there's been reliance on words, practical matters, physical expression, but not on the heart and the passion. We need more fire and feeling in here rather than these like empty words, you know, empty promises probably. These two devils right in the corner. It's so fascinating. And then with death underpinning it. These could be real people in your life, right? You've got Scorpio, Leo, and Aries. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, there's been a lot of wish fulfillment. There's been a lot of good fortune and gratitude. But then along with it, there's just been this like tumult, and there's been arguments. 5, 6, 5, 6. And then, you know, and then 7. I know that's a different suit, but it's like, you know, talking loud, saying nothing, as James, and these arguments and fights where nobody actually gets anything out of it. So this is moving on from that energy. And we want to get here, you know, and it probably here too, right? So we've got 2 Scorpio cards as well. That's significant. So something could be happening in a Scorpio transit or Scorpio placement or in Scorpio season. Let's talk more about, I want to talk about this transit here, the 5 to 6. How are you getting out of this argumentative energy, which might be like here, you know, there might have been some like verbal abuse. And we've got another court card, more people. There's a lot of people around you. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. So that is like the slowest moving knight in the deck, but very dependable, very reliable, does things right the first time. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. And I felt like really unsure of that for a second, but yeah. No, even though I repeated it 3 times, Virgo, right? So there's like this earth energy. This is how we got here. There was too much like dependability on the seen versus the unseen, right? Like the devil, this mudra means what you see is what you get, right? There's nothing else but what you see, but there's so much more than what you see. And you're starting to kind of get that idea here that there's like these like dreams and fairy world and fantasy world kind of things coming through, and you don't want to believe it because like the things that have come to you before in thoughts and in like resources, physical resources, you know, it has led you to believe, yeah, that's all that there is. But then on the other hand, you've got all of this water and fire energy that's telling you there is like this place of sovereignty that you can come to, where there's even more pleasure than you've experienced before emotionally. Beware of lower versus higher pleasures. You know, it's like there's high pleasures like music and art and meditation and generosity and being with loved ones. And then there's kind of like hedonistic stuff like drinking and shopping and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's all fun. It's all great. You know, you got to enjoy the pleasures of this world, but like that's not all there is. And this is kind of teasing you and saying, hey, there's more out there. I'd like some clarification on the 7 of Cups. There's like a lot of clarifying cards here today for sure. Okay, yeah. So you're accustomed to all the swords stuff happening, all of these swords, right? You know, you've been in that modality. There's a lot of thinking going on. You're going to use it again to settle down, and that's, if there's any swords card we want to see, it's the 4 of Swords, because it's like back from battle, maybe this battle, and like, but isn't it funny how this person gets back into a fight again right after the 4 of Swords? Get into another conflict. You know, conflict, peace, conflict, peace. That's the thing about the swords, is that just like your thoughts just can volley from one thing to the next, from one side to the other. And the devil is like the opposite of the Lover's card, which is balance and harmony, and not bouncing back and forth, but being like in tune, in harmony, where this is like a dissonance of these various heart, mind, spirit interplays. That said, you're going to want to get into this Four of Swords energy and remain with it until you start seeing these cups clearly, right? You probably want to get in between here, right? Between the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups, which I'd say, like, you know, the Six of Cups, the heart chakra energy. And something may have to die, right? You may have to use this scorpionic intensity and discernment to bust through this story and throw it away. Write it out, but then also set it on fire. It's not, you're not like writing the story of your heartbreak to publish it. You're writing the story of your heartbreak to set it on fire and be released from it. Let's look at these guys. This is pretty deep. Taurus, what's going on with you, honey? Okay. Oh, shit. The Rhino, fear, and the Squirrel, preparation, right? So the Squirrel and this Knight of Pentacles energy feels really similar to me. You know, like working hard, putting away your food for the winter, having a long-term plan, a stretch goal, which might have started, but it might not have started out from the right spot, you know? And now we've got the sphere energy. And the Rhino, you know, also like the Bull of Taurus, like, you know, solid earth signs, like this Horned Devil, very solid, mighty creature, right? But they charge, and at the slightest provocation. And, you know, what have you been charging ahead to and squirreling away your resources for, and like fighting for this when you really want peace and you want this, you want more than this, actually. You want more than this, because this is like a state of kind of inert gratitude where you're managing your emotional resources, but you're looking to get here, you know? We don't have the Page of Cups or the Knight of Cups or the Queen of Cups. We have the King. We want to go here, and the way it's, you got to put some heat under it and some fire. So if you are feeling a little fear, maybe use this devil energy to just bust through and like make the kill this. I know you'd love to like float away, maybe on the propulsion of somebody else's will, with the doubled Three of Swords carrying you safety. But you can bust through with this potent energy, you know, to make the kill. And, you know, both the Devil and Scorpio energy have a lot of sexual power too, erotic power. So, and I'm not talking about literally going out and having sex just to, you know, deal with this. I'm saying, although that could be the method that you choose, but it has to, make sure you have an intention, and so an intention that's more mature than a Page energy. You're going for a King energy. And the sexual erotic energy is the life force itself, right? Like, it's imbued in absolutely everything. There may need to be kind of like a distillation process. Maybe you're using the devil energy not to literally drink liquor, but to create the holy liquor from your sexual energy and distill it into its most alchemic essence and put that toward new goals that toss this away and toss this away, that kill it, you know? Because you came here through sexual and erotic energy, right? Like, parents bumped uglies, and boom, here you are. You know, so you came into this world imbued with the energy of that union, or you know, whatever, your soul is surfing and like I'm gonna catch that wave, right? And here you are, you came here. So where are you at the very base of yourself? Distill yourself down to that core energy that made you come here, and then charge, go for it, and then just kill it, kill this. I wouldn't mind a little comment on that. What is this movement? Yeah. Okay. 7 of Wands. Yeah. You have a right to be where you are. You know, what's up, you know, these challenges, like stay on higher ground. The next card is the 8, and you'll be able to move soon. Only when you are empty are you at standstill and balanced. So yeah, this emptying. But you know, you're gonna have to bust it open and knock down the haters. Not in this like nobody wins way, but like, this is my kingdom, this is my castle. I earned it. No need to fight me. Got this for another reading, discernment. So, you know, some things are not yours. Some things you fight for, and some things you don't. Like I said, I am going to read a little bit from this one. And I did remember to bring my glasses over here this time, so I won't stumble over this. But Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Chrysoprase. Discernment. We bring you the blessing of discernment. There is an expression that all that glitters is not gold, and that appearances can deceive. This does not mean you must greet the world and all its appearances with suspicion and distrust. See, that's like some of this stuff here. It does mean that it is wise to trust what you feel and sense happening beneath the surface, even if that seems to directly oppose what is being said or what many others may believe. So, yeah, you know, there's been deception before. You're looking out for it. There might be some now, and you're just like, you're done with it. You're ready to be done with it, and just you know, yeet. The world is filled with opportunities for you to practice sensing truth behind the mask. You will do this most accurately when you allow your instincts and intuition to inform you without rationalizing the information so it matches the superficial appearance of things. Devil energy. If intuition or instinct is niggling at you, then it is trying to communicate something. Listen. Take your time to feel for your authentic response. Discernment helps you cut through illusion, manipulation, and deception and get to the heart of the matter at hand. It is the intelligent use of your intuition and instinct that will help you navigate through the multitude of choices available to you every day and choose what best serves your life journey. So, yeah, I mean, you know, there is something about instinct with the devil, too. And I know that you want to make moves, and I know that you've seen some shady behavior before, but it's worthwhile to, like, tap into your deepest intuition. And the Death card, Scorpio card, so intuitive. And the Queen and King of Wands, who knows what they want more than them, right? And the King of Cups, so deeply in tune with his emotions and emotionally regulated. You have some time to settle down. Become, you know, as calm as you can, and then you will find the perfect place to plow through this energy and purge it once and for all. I think your best bet right now is to take a little rest, have some gratitude, and then start believing in this deep, spiritual, intuitive, emotional energy that can be yours by purging and making a bold move. The fighter will disappear as the opponent is eradicated. I don't know where that came from, but thank you, Spirit. I like the sound of that. Taurus, again, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't hit the like button, I so appreciate it. If you could do that right now. Without you here, I can't be here, and I love to read for you, so I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your energy, for your power, for your story, and for your presence. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people, and I wish you peace.